back to my channel. Ignore my voice, I'm kind of sick, but in today's video I'm going to show y'all how to crochet this keychain accessory, this cookie keychain accessory for your bags. It's a really easy tutorial. A beginner can do this, so let's just dive right into the video. First off, materials you're gonna need. First off, you're gonna need yarn. Obviously, I'm gonna be using this yarn from the brand New Aving, and yes, I got this yarn from Temu. Yes, Temu yarns are actually kind of good. You should check it out. But I got this yarn from Temu, and I'm gonna be using this for the cookie. This is a, let me check. Okay, so this is a 4-ply yarn. Ignore that yarn. This is a 4-ply yarn. You're gonna need 2 yarns of different colors to make the cookie-ish. So I'm using this sandy looking color as well as this chocolate brown. This is scrap yarn, so you can use scrap yarn for this project. You can very obviously use any color you want, but if you want it to look like a cookie, use these 2 colors, okay? So this is a 4-ply yarn, and yes, I got it from Temu. Next, you're gonna be needing your crochet hook, and for a 4-ply yarn, I'd recommend a 3.5 or 3mm hook. I'm gonna be using a 3mm hook for this, and you're gonna need scissors. If you're a beginner, you need stitch marker to keep a track of your rows, but I don't really use stitch markers. But if you want to use stitch markers, go ahead and just use it. And last but not the least, you're gonna need darning needles to weave in the hand and sew in the details. And without further ado, let's just jump into the tutorial. The stitches you need to know are magic circle, double crochet, and slip stitches. Yeah, those 3 stitches. So I'm gonna try my best to show you how to do that, but I'm not the best teacher, so follow at your own risk. Actually, no, it's okay. Okay, so to make a magic circle, you're first gonna loop the yarn around your index finger or whatever finger you prefer to crochet with, but for me it's my index finger, so I'm gonna loop the yarn around my index finger, then grab the yarn with my thumb and middle finger, then you're gonna grab the extra yarn in the middle and you're just gonna loop it over like this to make a circle, or you can just make a circle however you want. Then once you've made that circle, we're gonna insert our hook into the circle and we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So once you've chained 3, I'm just gonna tighten the circle just so it's easier, and you're just gonna tighten it by pulling this rope. Now once you've chained 3, the 3 that you've chained stands for the first double crochet, so all you just need to do is to make 11 more double crochets. Now for the beginners, to make a double crochet, you just need to yarn over, insert your hook into the circle, yarn over, pull through the circle. You're gonna have 3 loops on your hook, so you're gonna yarn over, you're gonna pull through 2 loops, and then you're gonna yarn over and you're gonna pull through the remaining 2 loops, and that is how you make a double crochet. So I now have 2 double crochets, so I need to make 10 more double crochets. So I'm gonna show you how to make a double crochet one more time. So yarn over, insert your hook into the circle, yarn over, pull through the circle, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I'm gonna make the rest of the double crochets off camera. Now I have 12 double crochets, so what you're gonna do is to tighten the circle by pulling the yarn that's outside the circle. So you're just gonna pull that really tightly, and then to secure the circle, the first 3 chains you made, you're gonna go into the top stitch insert your hook into the top stitch. Then you're gonna grab your yarn, you're gonna yarn over, you're gonna pull through that stitch, and then that same yarn you're gonna pull through the stitch on your hook. So you're gonna have one loop on your hook. I don't know if that made sense. Yeah, so then for the next row, if you want to use a stitch marker, go ahead and use the stitch marker to mark where your first stitch is. I'm not going to use a stitch marker, but you can totally use a stitch marker if you want. So for this next row, you're going to chain 3. Remember, 3 counts as our first double crochet. So 3 counts as our first double crochet. So for this row, you're going to make 2 double crochets in each stitch. And the reason why we're making 2 double crochets in each stitch is to make sure that it doesn't start to like fold in. So 2 double crochets in a stitch. So this stands as our first double crochet. So I only need to make 1 more right here. So once over, yarn over. Once again, yarn over. Insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and we've completed one stitch. And then for this round, just gonna make 2 double crochets in each of the stitches. Once you're back at the first stitch, you're just going to make a slip stitch. So insert your hook to the top of the first stitch, yarn over, and pull through. And we just need to make 1 more row because the cookie is not going to be that big. So for the last row of the cookie, you're going to chain 3 once again. Remember, the first 3 chain stands as our first double crochet. So for this row, you're gonna make 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. So 1 normal double crochet, then 1 increase. So for this stitch, I don't need to make any more double crochet in here, but in the next stitch, I'm gonna make 2 double crochets. And then for this next one, 1 double crochet, and then the next one 2 double crochets, and you're just going to repeat that for this round. And then once you're at the last stitch again, once again you're going to make a slip stitch into the first one, and then you're going to chain 1 because this is how wide I want my cookie to be. You're going to chain 1, you're going to cut the yarn, and just pull the yarn. I'm gonna tighten, and we're gonna make 1 more of this circles. So I'm gonna do that off camera, but you can watch the video from the beginning if you got lost. I'm just gonna do that off camera. And then I've made the other one off camera, and now I have 2 circles. Don't worry if they curl in a little bit. And the best thing about this project is that we don't have to weave in any ends. Like, how amazing is that? That's the best news. Don't even do it. Not even ends. Like, that's just amazing. So I got off track a little bit, but let's get back to doing this cookie. So now we're gonna sew them together. You can join them together just using single crochets, but I want to sew them together because I sewed the last one together, and I just feel like it's so therapeutic to sew them together, you know. I don't know if that made sense, but yeah. So basically I'm gonna thread my darning needle Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna do this off camera. Okay, so I've threaded my darning needle. I'm gonna cut it long enough. Oh, I also forgot to mention that you're gonna need stuffing, but I'm just gonna use scrap yarn. But if you do have stuffing, use stuffing. I don't have stuffing, I only have scrap yarn. So yeah, I might have to re-prepare a pillow because I want to make a megumi for a friend soon. But if you have stuffing, lucky you. So basically, I'm just gonna iron this yarns in the wrong side. I'm not using this side. I want to use this beautiful side. But you can choose whatever side you want to use. That's the beauty of crochet. You can make your own rules. Okay, so I'm just gonna line them up. And just put your needle anywhere. And you're just gonna sew. I feel like you know how to sew, right? So let's go. And the thing I like about this yarn is that you can't even really see the sewing part. I just love this yarn. Like, you should totally check out yarns from Temu. Like, Temu yarns are pretty good. And I buy yarn from Temu because the yarns on other sites are just way too expensive. Like, not saying that yarns on Temu are not expensive as well, but I just feel like they're much more affordable. Where do you get your yarns? Let me know in the comments section. So, just gonna sew. Okay, so once you're halfway through sewing, you're gonna feel it. So let me just grab my scrap yarn. Never throw away scrap yarn, people. Like, you can use it to fill projects up. If you can't tell, this is scrap yarn from my new tote bag that I just made, and I've got a lot of scrap yarn from it. So it's really amazing that I can just use it to fill my project. Okay, I think this is overfilled. You also don't want to overfill your cookie. Like, don't. If you're using polyfill, that's when you can overfill it, because for polyfill has like no density. That's how I say it. So yeah, this is the amount I'll be using to fill my cookie, and you're just gonna keep on sewing to close it up. Oops. Ignore me. Almost done. And I really like this color. Like, this is the second time I'll be getting this specific color scheme, and it's just so gorgeous, so gorgeous. I know I did not film a tutorial for the tote bag, and sorry, I was just too lazy, and that tote bag took like 1 week to finish. But I could make a tutorial in the future for the tote bag. Have you guys seen the tote bag? I don't think I've shown you guys yet. I'm gonna show you guys at the end of this video. It's a really gorgeous tote bag. Okay, so I'm done sewing. Just gonna put the filling. You're just gonna thread this through, and then just leaving it, just like that through the hole, and you're just gonna cut it from the other side, and then you can just poke it in. Once you're done, that is the base for the cookie. So next we're gonna sew on the details, and that is where you need your chocolate colored yarn. I'm just gonna put this through my throwing needle on camera. Now we're gonna sew on the details, and this is also really easy. You're just gonna thread in random places. So just sew on details in random places. And don't pull the yarn too tightly after each detail, so it can be visible. And you're just gonna do that till you're satisfied with the way the cookie looks. I think I like the way the cookie looks now, and I think I'm gonna do this on the other side as well, just so the other side is fair and brown. So basically just yank it through the other side and repeat the same process, and I'm gonna repeat that process off camera. Ignore the side, it doesn't look as good as this side, but once you're done making all your details, just put the yarn through the cookie. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna try that again. So you're gonna pull the yarn through the cookie to the other side and cut and poke it in, and I'm gonna do that for this as well. Sewed it in. Now you can attach your keychain thingy, but for those that don't have the keychain attachments like me, don't worry, I got you. You're just gonna grab extra yarn of this color or this color, any color you want, and just put your hook through any hole in the sides and yarn over, pull through, and we're gonna chain 40 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 40. And as you can see, the 40 can go around my cookie perfectly. You need to make sure your cookie can enter the hole you're making, the loop you're making. So then once you're done, I'm gonna go back into the same stitch and just gonna make a slip stitch. And chain 1 and cut the yarn. And fasten off and pull it tight in this other yarn. We're just gonna make a knot together, and then use your needle to sew them in and cut the ends off. And once you've done that, the cookie keychain is done. And if you're wondering how am I gonna attach this to a bag, I'm gonna show you. So this is the bag I was talking about. So cutesy, I know. And I already have a keychain here, but but I didn't sew the cookie details. But to attach it, you just put this behind the handle, the straps, and just thread your cookie through and pull to tighten, and your cookie is ready for your new impact. And that was the tutorial. Thanks for watching. I hope it was easy enough to understand, and I'll see you in my next tutorial or video. Bye bye. Make sure to subscribe.